Alright, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. A lot of times I like to do videos when I just get to the gym or on my way to the gym, while I'm at the gym or leaving the gym. In this case, I'm leaving the gym, so I had something come to mind and I want to call it, try to get fit just a little bit to hold your own. So the reason I want to go over this is because I don't think a lot of people realize just by being a little fit, it's going to go a long way in their life. But I think when people think about getting fit, they think they have to be very extreme, right? They have to run a certain amount of miles per week. They have to lift a certain amount of weight. They have to go to yoga a certain amount of time, or any classes, could be Pilates. Anything fitness related, I think they think of the extreme, which it does not have to be that way at all. I'm just telling you. What I'm going to tell you though is, and I teach this a lot regarding, especially in my videos, is just start off trying to be a little fit, not being so extreme. When you go to a gym or to sign up for a gym, does not mean you have to be a trainer, doesn't mean you have to lose a substantial amount of weight in a short amount of time, doesn't mean you have to gain a ton of muscle very quickly. These are all things that are being programmed in your mind, which a lot of them are unrealistic. I always say the slower you go, the better off you're going to be. Also, you got to find what you like to do. But I'm just going to give you some idea of what I'm talking about regarding just getting a little fit is going to go a long way. So I'm going to give you for an example. So I always loved lifting heavy weights for a majority of my life. But then as I started to hit 30, and this was actually, I used to play a ton of sports before, so I was very coordinated. I excelled in sports, all different types of sports, mainstream sports, along with wrestling, boxing. I even used to surf off and on, skateboard, anything physical related. I loved it and I excelled in it and I was very coordinated. Then as I got older, I just lifted heavy weights. I got very heavy, roughly between 240 and 250. What I started to realize was, one, I was getting winded very quickly. I was not in that good a shape. I also lost a lot of my coordination and my movement ability, I guess you could say, my ability to do a lot of things that I used to easily be able to do. But as time went on, I lost some weight. I got down to about 220 and then actually 200 pounds, and I ended up moving to California. So what I've done also throughout my life, I will say cardio-wise, the one thing that kind of kept me in the game at least a little bit was I always swam. For a majority of my life, I lived in Orlando, Florida. So if I wasn't swimming, I would be walking in theme parks. I know that sounds crazy, water parks, or just kind of living more of an outdoor lifestyle, playing, certain things. It could be basketball, or we'd play racquetball, tennis, things in that nature. But when I went to California, I was about 200 pounds, and I was doing actually a lot of cardio with weightlifting, and I felt really good. And what I found quite interesting is when I got to San Diego, they're even more active. At least the people I was around there were more active than even Florida, especially San Diego area. So I started to get invited to a lot of different things that were fitness related. It could be a yoga class one day, then they would have like a racquetball thing going on in my LA Fitness. And if I wanted to play, even though I haven't played in years, started playing a little bit of that. And I'd even get asked to go surfing. I got asked to go mountain biking, hiking. Even when I go to Chicago, my family would be like, hey, could you play a pickup softball game with me? I have family that has picnics every year. We play a lot of sports there. What I realized is just by me being in a little shape or in decent shape, I was able to enjoy all these activities along with other people. And I think a lot of times people are, am I sweating here? I just got out of the sauna. I'm sorry about that. What are you going to do? A lot of people, when they think about having to do anything physical, or they know people that are doing physical and they want to do things with them, they don't do them because they're scared. They're going to look foolish, out of shape. They may not think they're going to be as good as they should be, or they're going to be embarrassed. But listen, I'm here to tell you, if you just get in a little bit of shape, it is going to go a long way. Now also trying, and I'm always preaching this, try different things as well when you're working out, yoga, any of these type of things, Pilates if you want. Try different stuff continuously in between your whatever you're doing is what I should say. So if you like weight training, maybe on weekends once in a while, play a game of tennis with somebody that plays tennis. Somebody plays racquetball like once a week maybe, or here or there in LA Fitness or wherever, go play racquetball. Do different things. It's going to help you get in better shape. It's also going to help with your coordination. Okay? And don't think you have to go extreme. I had friends in San Diego again that did Tough Mudders, marathons, triathlons. I didn't do any of those. And they would ask me, hey, you want to train with me? I'd be like, I'm out, dude. One, I don't like to get dirty, but that was too extreme for me. And I could stand my own and say, I couldn't handle doing that shit. Even running, a lot of guys would be, they would do cycling where, the cycling on the street or up the mountains and up the hills and all that type of things. Again, I'm out. I couldn't keep up with them. But then sometimes, like I said, they go mountain biking or they would just go on the beach for miles and miles. I can jump on a bike because I was in decent shape and I can hold my own with them. And you could too. I'm telling you, it's not that big of a deal to get in decent shape to be able to do a lot of fun activities that are fitness related. I just think people are either a lot of times too hot and cold, or either really out of shape, or they think they got to be in very, great shape. But here's the thing too, I know a lot of people that are in great shape that can run, for long periods of time, but then when it comes to weight training or doing anything else, they're not that cool. They can't do much else than that. Same with some guys I know that do cycling. All they knew how to do was cycling. Try to expand your horizons again, right? You want to try to get in shape and you want to learn different things, and I'm going to tell you throughout your life, it's only going to help you get in better shape, use different muscles that you never used before as well. All right, so I just thought I would do a podcast. If you want, you can check out my podcast. It's the Rich Celenza Show. WTF are you talking about? But yeah, please just try at the beginning to get fit a little bit, hang out with people that are fit, and experiment with all different types of things. Even, like I said, if you love a certain thing, like I love weights, I'm not giving up weights, but in between weights, I definitely have time on weekends, which I just did a video, try to fit something in unique on the weekends, fitness related. Try all these different types of things. I promise you, there's a whole world out there of fitness. And the more you kind of do, doesn't have to be extreme, the funner you're going to have a lot of times. And you're going to sometimes find things out there that you like a lot better than maybe what you're doing currently. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, like I said, check out my podcast. I always forget to ask somebody to subscribe. If you get a chance, do that. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And again, you do not have to be some incredible athlete to enjoy athletics. Get that out of your head. Go have fun. I don't care what your past was. I don't care in school if you never got picked for teams. I don't care if you're not that good of an athlete. I don't care if you don't have great genetics. You don't sometimes even realize how much potential you really have. You just haven't gotten out there to experiment or test yourself or just learn different things. All right? You may be amazing at who the hell knows. You just got to figure that out. All right? All right. Take care, and if you're traveling, safe travels.